Good evening and welcome to the live stream. Going to give this just a quick second over here and make sure that I can hear it. Had a few issues in the past. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, looks like we're back with Alex on our path to Shattered Space again. In the time off stream, I did do a little ship hunting, did a little inventory management, things like that I normally do. Just for anybody who hasn't seen this before, we're going to go ahead and show the gameplay options so they'll be on stream. Hey, Johnny Myers, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here early and being the first like. And you can pause that if you guys are interested in that. So what are we going to do today? Like I said, did a little bit of hunting last time. Got some ships. I'll show you where I got those from as well. I also did some legendary gear gathering on top of that. And I'm going to continue to prepare. I'd also like to take a couple of minutes during the stream tonight and go over the, I don't know if it's 6 or 7 areas, but some key areas that I am focusing on as specific preparation for Shattered Space. And I'm just going to kind of walk through those and show you some specific places that I have looked at. If you've been on any of the earlier streams, maybe you've seen some of that as well, but this will be kind of a wrap up because we're, I think, less than 4 days away, technically speaking, at this point in time from Shattered Space dropping. And we have seen several things in the gameplay, let's say the trailers, and in the, what is it, the Six Serpents Path videos that came out as well, and then the really cool animated clip that just came in as well. So I'm trying to watch all those and keep an eye on what might be coming and what we might see out there. And so I think the first one, and we've talked about this before, is just flat out leveling the character. He started at, I think he started at 45, and this is the character that I've been playing up through as a, you know, with the gameplay options adjusted, survival mode settings all the way from the beginning. But the preparation for Shattered Space really started around level 45, and you can see he's pretty close to 50 at this point. I think when I finished up the last stream, he was at 48, and since I was out doing some ship hunting, I had to clear 2 ships. There was a little bit of combat, and he kicked over the top for those levels. I don't think that there is a specific level requirement for the Shattered Space DLC that I'm aware of at this point in time. I would say that, you know, my target was in the 50 range. Some of that was just to get skill points that I could apply as well. But, you know, maybe as low as, I don't even know if there's going to be a bottom limit to what you're going to be able to use. If I think back to like Far Harbor, I believe that there were a series of quests you had to do for Far Harbor, and they've said that this DLC is kind of like Far Harbor, and it might just be in its size or the fact that it's all kind of in one location. But if I just think back to what Bethesda did in the past, my general impression is, you know, maybe there'll be a series of quests so that you can't walk out of Crete and, you know, go straight to the lodge, turn around and do Shattered Space. You might have to do a couple of things. In Far Harbor, you had to unlock an NPC. I think it was Nick Valentine. He was a synth. And once you went through that process and you unlocked him, you could then tune to a radio station and pick up the signal. And we know in this game we're going to get a signal for this derelict star station, or I don't know if it's derelict or not, but this damaged star station. We're going to get a signal that we can deal with and follow up on there. And we've seen that in the videos too, so that's pretty good. So could be something like that. Could be like they do in the main quest line where, you know, we have to do a long, let's say, grav jump. I think somewhere along the main quest line, there's Andrasia running along behind us. Somewhere along the main quest line, we have to get like a 21 light year ship, and they use that as kind of a gateway or a gate to keep us from progressing beyond a certain point until we do that. So maybe that's what's going to happen with us. Maybe that's not what's going to happen with us. So just thinking about that. So I wanted to level up and make sure that I had myself at least into the 50s, and we'll take it from there. The next thing that I have been working on, and if you've been watching some of the previous streams, some of this might not be new, is I am picking up these skill points and applying them in slightly different areas. Now, I'm not paying a lot of attention to tech and science right now, but I am focusing on physical and combat. And really, my original gameplay style was very much a stealth sniper and pilot. This is Alex loosely based on the Expanse character. So it was supposed to be a Martian pilot, and I was going down that route until Shattered Space got closer. And I didn't necessarily, stealth is useful in a variety of ways, but I really just needed to get to this next level and get gymnastics on the list. So for me right now, I'm going after gymnastics. I have done all the challenges. I have rank 3, if I got that right. I should have rank 3 of 4. Yep, so I have 3 of 4, and I've done all the challenges. And when I get a point, if I want to, I can put it in gymnastics. On the combat side, I was already into ballistics pretty heavily and rifle as part of the sniper build. But what I've added since then are particle beams, heavy weapons certification, and demolitions. And I think I'm 1 of 4, 1 of 4, and 1 of 4 there. But in the last stream, we also completed at least the first challenge rank on those. And the primary reason I want those is I think particle beams seems kind of obvious, probably from the purpose of it being a Varun focused DLC, right? So I expect we're going to find plenty of particle beam weapons. I'm carrying an inflictor that I picked up in Kazal, I think on one of the last streams. And so I think we're going to be using particle beams. So that's kind of an easy one to put on the list. The heavy weapons certification, there is a single trailer where we pick up a weapon called a Starstorm, I think it's called. And it looks like a heavy particle kind of Gatling gun of some sort, or a multi-fire gun, a machine gun of some sort that is a heavy weapon as well. So I picked up heavy weapons and started to rank that one up, so we'll get a little bit of bonus damage on that. And if before Shattered Space comes out I can get a few more points, I'll put those into those next levels on those, so that when we go into Shattered Space we'll be ranking those up as well. And the last one's demolitions. And on demolitions, we do know that there are achievements for a certain group or some new grenades that we're going to be able to make in the game. So I wanted to pick those up as well. And I don't know that the trajectory arc, I'm still getting the hang of that. It's kind of fun. And at times I don't use it correctly, but I do like, the more damage, and I don't think, I've got a larger radius on this one for more damage, and I'll get more damage on the next one as well. And then the last one I've been thinking about, and this was a recommendation, maybe from Anna in a previous video, I may have that wrong, was dueling. And because there's going to be more melee and things like that in the game, I think that dueling might be useful. So I might go down this route if I get enough points. So this is going to be a question of how far I can go within the next few days before Shattered Space drops, how many levels I can rack up after I get the levels that I generally just want to pick up. So I think the next thing I did, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can fast travel over to this planet, was I did a little legendary hunting too. And I actually have pretty good armor, and if you've watched the video I put out earlier this week, I went ahead and picked up the DLC, mainly to show everybody what that looks like. But I did want to do some armor hunting out here, and so I've got another video on this. I don't want to go to, is this Arene? I don't want to go to Arene. Let's not go to Arene. I'm not even sure I can pick this thing out of off the map. I want to go to Olympus and to Nesoi. And I don't have a base in Nesoi at this point in time, but thank you. I do have a base technically. It's just a marker. That's all it is. What is this one called? I think I called it Current Suit Farm. How about that? That's the explanation right there. So I have a previous video out a couple months ago. I think it's titled Legendary Suits, Helmets and Packs, something like that. And there's a technique if you can find a very specific type of civilian outpost. And I guess I don't have my car over here, do I? I don't have my buggy. Okay. And it's nighttime. But we'll go take a look at this real quickly. Actually, what I'll do is I'll show you on the map where I went. So it's nice and safe up here. So if I look at the local map, I basically went to Nesoi and I searched on all of the, let me look at this, the savanna areas that had water, right? So this particular color, and they had to be savanna areas. I'm in combat right now. And I eventually found on the map this particular civilian outpost. And it has a very distinct look. I found 2 of them so far. I've probably jumped around 10 or 20 times on the planet before I found both of these. And I farmed both of them. And they have a lot of water around the base and a very specific design here with a landing pad. And most of the time I find them, they are unoccupied. There's nobody on them. and you can just kind of waltz up to them and look inside. I'm going to show you what's inside these. I get my bearings straight. So I approach them from this particular direction. The landing pad is straight ahead in that direction. This has a nice long pathway. And sometimes when you come over here, something will land on the landing pad. It might be Ecliptic, Pirates, Starborn, and sometimes you can actually find friendly NPCs in here, which I have not noticed them interfering. But I'm just going to talk about the basic technique, and then we'll move back on. I'll show you what I came away with and why it's of interest to me. So you walk inside through the nice plastic refrigerator barrier, and there are 4 cases here that when you arrive the first time will be full of suits, packs, and helmets in each case. And usually I stand here in the front. I'll do a quick save at this location. Actually, I open up all the cases. If you look at it from the side, I've opened up all the doors. You do a quick save from this location, and then you just open them, but don't take anything each time. And if you don't get something you like a legendary or something like that, you just do a quick restore if you're willing to do that. But, you know, at this point in time, you can also trade Astras for legendary gear if you've done the first Trackers Alliance quest. So collect all your Astras and spend them there. But if you don't want to do that and you want to watch some watch some YouTube or Netflix or whatever you want to watch and spend a little time working through this process, you can cycle through this. And what I found was about 1/6 of the time, so what is that, less than 20% of the time, I was getting a legendary. And in this particular case, what I came away with was a Sentinel's Calibrated Explorer spacesuit. Wasn't too bad, but what it has on it that I care about, and this is why it's related to Shattered Space, is the minus 15% incoming melee damage. So sturdy. There are a set of perks that we can get on weapons as well as armor items that might help us in Shattered Space. And we've seen in some of the videos there are, we'll call it some berserker behavior on the part of Varun Zealots on Varun Kai. And they charge at you. They've got two melee blade weapons in their hands, and so there's probably going to be a need for a little close-in combat. They've talked about that in the trailer videos as well. So sturdy is a nice one to have. I think Sentinel might be okay. Resource hauler I'm not too worried about. On the pack side, I got 15% damage from, or minus 15% damage from human enemies, combat veteran. The carry capacity I'm not worried about. I like this one, the reactive, 10% chance to stagger nearby attackers. The other thing that they covered in the video for Shattered Space is, and these were creatures or alien creatures on the planet, but it looked like swarming behavior, right? There was a particular cutscene, or there was a particular scene where the player was surrounded by a bunch of them and they were all over him. So I think anything that has some chance to proc and protect you from, I think the term nearby shows up in some of the perks as well, is worth having. And on the helmet I think I have repulsing, anti-ballistic, physical damage, ranged weapons. I'm not that worried about it. So I came here looking for some basic legendary gear, and I spent some time. I'm pretty sure I probably cycled through this 100 times or something. So it takes a little bit of time, but I walked away with this gear, and that's what I wanted in hand. And I think the other part of this is more about what I would do with the suit mods, and I have leveled up previously before preparing for Shattered Space. I have leveled up my spacesuit. Is it spacesuit engineering? I think that's what it's called. Let's go back to Kineer town. Hey Ben, how you doing? The county fair. That's pretty cool. Did you have terrible food? I mean, delicious, but terrible for you food?
No organics here.
That's the whole point.
Valuable minerals,
Whoops.
perhaps.
I'm just going to go in here and take a look and show you what I'm going to do on these that's a little different than normal. Because I think this is all Shattered Space specific prep that's worth doing.
Hello.
Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Lynn. So if I look at the spacesuit I have here, I haven't put these on here. My normal, I'm going to go back to the spacesuit if I can find it. My normal approach would be to put ballistic shielding on a spacesuit, just as by default. But I think for Shattered Space, I'm going to go with energy shielding. And that's assuming that we're going to get hit with particle beam weapons as well, which I think are physical and energy. if I've got that right. So instead of ballistics, I'm going to go with that. The number 2 slot, explosive shielding, probably for the obvious reason. If I'm going to be throwing grenades, if other people are going to be throwing grenades, that might be something that's going to happen to me. Heavy shielding, all damage resistance in general. And I think in the number 4 slot, this might make me slightly sneakier than normal, so gravitic components, I think we're going to call it. I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here too. This is the helmet. Energy shielding on that one too. Let's just see if we can knock these out real quickly. It's a little sluggish today.
Welcome back.
Mowgli! The advanced Big Bang. I am jealous. I merely have a refined Big Bang at this point, so maybe I'm gonna go for hazard protection. Maybe on the Big Bang I might go out and do a little bit of that farming myself. And regeneration sounds nice. I don't think I have any skins for those. So that's the general idea, is if you're going to pick up legendaries, actually it doesn't really matter, legendaries, epics, or rares, if you can get them with some of those kind of close combat, damage mitigation, or just mitigation perks, I think all those are probably worth having for Shattered Space. What do we have here? Speaking of, that's the Inflictor I picked up last time. I did happen upon this Instigating Calibrated Hard Target. That's not an advanced. The Refined Big Bang. Clearly, we should amplify that one.
Yes, good to be sure you are getting the best.
And put Annihilator rounds in it because, you know, legal, schmeagle, why would we care? I'm not sure I'm going to use this thing a lot, but... I hope I have enough material to go ahead and... United BT. This is not a New Game Plus character. This guy is actually brand new. Well, I shouldn't say brand new. He's currently level 49, but after my original New Game Plus playthrough series, I came back and we started up a, you know, for lack of a better term, it escapes me at this point in time. I keep thinking gameplay options, but survival mode player. He's about midway through, and I'll show you this one just since you came in a little late. This is just like a plus 21%, right? So just a little bit here and there. It's certainly not in the extreme category, but I did go through in the last live stream and pick up, that's probably not the best way to say it. Andrasia and I committed to each other in a clever little ceremony where she gave me a knife. So we also have the option at this point in time to catch another 15% bonus off of taking a nap, right? So that's where we're at.
I would not mind if we return to bed sometime soon.
She's so sweet. Thanks, babe. And I keep forgetting because I have the gameplay option set. I have to eat something. That's probably more than I should have eaten. Not an orange. How about just anything, please? No. Let's don't start drinking in the morning. I need a little bit of water. Okay. So that's the general approach on Spacesuit for Shattered Space, as far as I'm concerned. I could always swap something out over the next couple days as well. On the weapons, I think everything else is kind of tricked out right now. If I get an advanced or something a little better, I'll swap those out as well. I have the Nova Strike Sniper from the Trackers Alliance. I've got the Big Bang, my Beowulf, Inflictor, Hard Target, and I'm still carrying around a couple of Tantos here, so we'll see how this goes. So I think those are the first, let me check my notes here real quickly. I think those are the first 3 or 4 items that I was looking at. Some of them are kind of the same item. So weapons, ammo, and perks. Oh, I guess the other thing I was thinking about is if I'm going to gather ammo heavy fuse might be a pretty cool option to pick up. And at this point in time, I am stockpiling. I hope I've got them in the right place. I am stockpiling Astras. So I have 17 right now, just having this box. And that's kind of a roll of the dice, I think, at this point in time. I don't know if Astras are going to be worth anything in Shattered Space, but they're only useful at the Trackers Alliance with the single vendor stash at this point in time. And I've asked him the story about him, and you get kind of the story that during the time or around the Narion War, there were some individuals, enterprising individuals, who didn't think that Galbank was going to survive, and so they invented this currency. And I guess it occurs to me on some level that if I were the Varun, and I had distanced myself from the rest of the settled systems, I might be involved in this currency as well. I don't know. That's a complete and total guess on my part. But I'm going to stockpile some of these because I'm going to do some points of interest, and they're going to end up in my inventory. So maybe when we show up over there, I've got 20-something Astra in my inventory, and there's nothing to do with them in Shattered Space or in Varun Kai. Or maybe I show up and there's all sorts of interesting things to do with them. I don't know. Maybe there'll be vendors that have some really kind of cool equipment there. Well, this is interesting. I really didn't think this planet had an atmosphere, but that's me. So I will also note, off camera, I did pick up a Claymore 2. I could not get a Claymore 3 to drop at my level for whatever reason. I can't find the door either, so we'll see how that works. And I will show you my current favorite hunting spot for these. And since this thing should give me 30 light years, and I added a few extra tanks, out here on Archimedes, even though this is a level 75 system and I'm a level 49, this is one of my favorite places to go. And Archimedes 4A is one of my favorite spots. And I have appropriately named this particular base marker Ship Farm. I don't think there's anything other than a marker there. And I came out here, and it took me 3 or 4 jumps, it usually does, to land, do a save before I get out of the ship. And I get out of the ship, and sometimes you hear the sonic boom up in the sky and a ship drops. That's not really what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for most of the time is a ship landing site that's just a short distance away, so that I can run the drill. And again, this is essentially another save scumming exercise. I'm going to see if I can figure out where this was. That's it right there. So there's actually another Claymore sitting there right now, and that's automatically there. So I think what I typically do is, well, there's another, wait, there's a ship landing site. I'm going to ignore that Claymore. That's mine. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, there's a Claymore 2 over there. Did you see it? It's really nice. It's got a nice gray and black and red paint job. So it's mine. Okay, so I've got my scanner open so I can see the circumference, and I'm 357 meters away. I don't want to get any closer yet, so just to demonstrate this, I'm going to do a quick save right here. We'll see if it works. And then we're just going to jump over to this ship landing site and see what we get, if we get anything. There's the boom. So we are, yeah, just inside 250 meters or so. And it's Starborn. So I don't plan on stealing any Starborn ships at this point, and I'm not really that interested in fighting them. And so, you know, you just hit the quick restore and go from there. And I did that a few cycles. Like I said, I got more than a few Claymore 2s. I may have picked up a Crimson Fleet ship as well. I don't recall, but I won't do this more than one more time. There we go. I like to use a sniper rifle to see what comes down. Yeah, same thing. And I don't think that's a duplicate. It's just, It's just coming back to this location. So I think that's it. The only other thing that, I wish I had, if Ben says we found one of the moons in the Firma system for ship hunting. Yeah, if that's what you're saying, absolutely. My take on this, and this is what I've been doing for quite a while, for months now, is when I find a barren moon with helium on it, that's almost always a good spot. Now I have to jump around 3 or 4 times to find a good location, but once I've got it, you just lock it in when you're good, like more than 300-400 meters away from the ship landing site. And I think there are variations. I've seen people put them closer. I've seen people kind of come up with all combinations, but really the key for me is just, I don't want to dump my money into buying a ship at this point. So I picked one up, and then I take it back because I did the UC Vanguard quest line, and I put some nice guns on it, upgrade the shield, spend a little bit of money, not a lot, and kind of take it from there. As I was going to say, the last thing that I think from a Shattered Space preparation is, and there's really nothing I can do about this for this character, is if you have Serpent's Embrace, that seems like it would be a good thing to have. I don't have that clearly at this point in time. Didn't pick it up in the first place, and I'm not going to use console commands or anything in order to chase that down.
I hope Cora doesn't get.
But I think that would be fun. The good news, good news, bad news is I absolutely know that when I go through the Unity, I'll be able to reset that, and so I'm surely going to get pretty good replay value out of Shattered Space. I think most people will, given the size and complexity of it. So I look forward to putting multiple characters through it. So I'll just do a quick little walkthrough of the ship. Maybe I'll slow it down a little bit. Right now I just have 2, I think these are just living quarters down here. I think in the past I turned these into empty quarters. However, and this came up in the Discord, if
Well, I'm okay.
I put in an empty workshop and tried to put in my own workbenches, and they were falling through the floor. So I think they've introduced a bug into this. Okay, guys. I have to jump over them. That's kind of ridiculous. So there's something going on with the ship habs right now and doing all your own custom builds. So I've gone with a standard workshop for the ship, and we're just going to go with that. Mowgli has stepped away and taken care of the dogs. Good job. They need it. We know they do. So I think that's everything. Levels, skills, weapons, armor, ammo, perks, mods to the same, credits, Astros. I think you're going to need some money, and that's kind of an obvious one. I think probably one of the last things we'll do Sunday night is go sell off all the excess nonsense that has accumulated over time. So what I'd like to do tonight is run through some points of interest. I'm not going to tackle anything long. I'm not going to try to go through an entire faction quest tonight, and I don't want to break one of them up. I might do something over the weekend with one of the 2 remaining faction quest lines, and just kind of do an extended stream as well for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Bessel, and I'm going to jump into, I think it's called the Sonder, and from there we'll hop around. Actually, I want to go do RE 939 first, I think is what I want to do. That is a Varun, should be a Varun occupied location, and if any of those exist and I can identify them, I want to go hit all those I can before Shattered Space. Generally in the idea that, maybe I'll get a better inflictor drop. This one's in a very low level system, so I'm not sure anything's going to happen here. So, but I do want to just start racking up some XP. Hey Ron Clark, how are you doing? Oh my. Oh yeah. I have friends down there. They say it's a very strange pattern they're seeing. Mowgli asked, anyone get the UC Vigilant? Disappears near the end of Crix's Legacy mission. I have not done that one since that bug has started showing up. I understand it's showing up at a distance. Well, I think that bug's been around for a while, hasn't it? So the ship is a significant distance away, and you have to fly for 5-10 minutes, like you're, I don't know, going to Hubble orbital for coffee mugs or something. Not quite as long, but
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
thanks. We appreciate that. Okay, do we have our... Okay, Andreja's with us. That's what we want. How are we doing on... We've got all our bonus, and I've got one skill point that I'm just sitting on right now. This is an interesting place. I'll take the ammo. $9.39. Anybody in here? Let's do star stuff. Why, there are some people in here. Can we creep up on it? Yeah, reloading that gun doesn't make any noise at all, does it? Hey, buddy. Oh, that alerted them.
Come to die, have you?
We shoot her in the foot.
There are few things as exhilarating.
Killed her by shooting her in the
Live to see
foot.
another day.
Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, these are low level. I don't think I'm going to get... Maybe there's some interesting lore in here. I think there's an interesting story. Actually, you know what? I think I have to pick up... Is there a quest back in New Atlantis? Does that ring a bell? I think that rings a bell for me. There's a quest back in New Atlantis. Where is Mass District? I cannot fast travel. I have to go back outside. Vincent, how are you? He asks... Hi, Captain Kineer. It's very formal. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard, if we want to do it that way. What is survival mode? I think survival mode is generally a broad term used by a lot of people that refers to setting the gameplay options, in Starfield at least, in this context, away from the defaults. And making some things harder, and in some cases some things easier, and making the game, you know, it's probably like a step towards immersion or something like that. Thank you very much, Ben. You know, for some people it's a way to kind of improve immersion in the game. Make it seem a little more real. Like, I ramped up the enemy damage, so I made combat a little more difficult, but not as hard as it can be. I turned on... Well, I'll pull up the list, because I've just been flashing at the screen. I'll show it to you since you asked the question. But as soon as we land, I'll show you the list. And I've done this for 49 levels. It's actually been pretty fun, I think. Nice invisible human, that's cool. So under settings, on the main menu, under gameplay options. So I ramped up some of the combat. I didn't turn on... I don't really play with weight issues if I can avoid it, just because it bothers me. I increased my carrying capacity, so as long as I am... as long as I've had something to drink and I've eaten something, my carry capacity is higher. I changed the cargo distance so I can get to my cargo in my ship from other locations. I gave the vendors a little more money. I made healing items work much more slowly, which changes combat, and I think in a fun way. So, like, you know, when you hit that med pack, it takes a longer time for that to actually hit you. But I did include food for healing as well, so that works. Changes to sleep, the sustenance. That's about food. And I say positive and negative. So if I go past my limits, I lose carry capacity, and some other things happen if I haven't eaten or drank anything in a while. But if I have eaten and drank things and I keep myself in that condition, things are okay. Combat affliction, I let that happen. So when I get shot, I can end up with an affliction like bleeding or something like that, and I have to apply some other technique. I did make affliction treatment normal. I didn't want to make that any harder than it needed to be. And the rest of these are kind of basic. So So that's survival mode as far as I'm concerned. It gives me a 21% increase. They kind of add and subtract from each other. It gives me a 21% increase in XP all the time. I think if you crank them all up, you can get upwards to 75, something like that. Does that make sense? 75%, which is huge. However, the game would arguably maybe take a little longer to play. I don't know. Like it would take longer to successfully complete combat. So I'm looking for... That's a very specific guy. That's our guy.
May I help you?
When we first arrive in New Atlantis, if you don't recall it or haven't seen it, he's standing around with a group of scientists who've just fled that station I just walked into and then turned around
being
from.
in a lab again, and the facilities. The only thing
But I didn't
don't
talk to
have
him
is
back
my
then, I don't
research
think.
slate.
That's what I want, the research
The
slate.
thought of having to start over from scratch, well, I feel like Sisyphus pushing his boulder up the hill.
Oh, that's cool, Vincent. Some new JRPGs after the Tokyo game show. Cool.
Oh, great. I'll give you the coordinates to the station. It orbits Voss in the Alpha Centauri system, so just be careful. I don't know if... Goodbye.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Can I fast travel out of here? Okay, we're going to skip the rest of the trip back, since I was already there. Bosch likes jazz. Does he like Jazz the music or Jazz the pirate? He may have actually had something complimentary to say about one of the enemy factions. I mean, he wasn't just entirely negative. I don't remember what it was, but I don't remember if it was Crimson Fleet or somebody else. But I do remember he had something semi-positive to say. Rosie the Real Doctor, Ben says. Yeah, I've seen that one. I do usually add her as crew eventually. But yeah, right now, until you get a mod, she doesn't do any. I mean, she has conversation and things like that. Oh, one other thing I was going to mention as far as preparation for Shattered Space goes. I did go around and, because I had finished the main quest, I did go ahead and collect all the powers I can. I cannot get Gravity Well. As it turns out, there's a bug related to the Escape DLC, I've been told. Or at least that's what I've read. That has an identical spell number. So something happened. Something happened with the Escape DLC, and now I can't pick up that skill. I think, Ben, that actually just makes a lot of sense, too, to have Rosie as a doctor. I can't believe that that wasn't intended in the first place. You know, like, that just seems like... That seems like why she exists. You know, like... Oh, hey, buddy. What are you going to do? Wasn't much of a rail. Shouldn't have been that difficult. Oh. These guys are upstairs. What's that guy doing? He's just running down there.
Something might be nearby.
Is she whispering at me? She is whispering at me. Okay, so there's a bunch of them in the other room. We'll clear those guys out. What's going on over here? Anything good? Take the ammo. Don't need the shotgun. Food. Yes, I'm always picking up food. Oh, you jump scare me there, Andresia. Medical. What else do we need in here? Does this computer do us any good? Team goals. Spectre management. Helena Chambers, MBA, Chief Administrator of Starstation RE939. She uses a lot of capital letters. I don't like her already. She may have heard, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she sounds like trouble.
If nothing else, the cold here provides an excuse to warm up together later.
Read a fascinating article today from a writer at the, is it Bloomberg? Does game coverage. It was about Activision Blizzard, if anybody read it. Really fascinating story about what happened with them. Come on out. I see ya. Anybody else? There's a ton of them out here. Those guys are upstairs in glass. I don't have to worry about them. Explosions. Oh, I see you. These are all low level. I don't think I'm gonna get any inflictors or anything. Whoa. No one expects the Varun ambush. I mean, I should have, but... What are they doing? Kebabs, Equinox... No. Oh, wait a minute, did I just get a inflictor? No, just more Nova Blasts. Yeah, these are all low level, so we should just try to find this guy's... Find this guy's tablet or whatever it is he has. Andrasia clearing up the bottom. Yeah, that's the way up. Anything on this? This open a door for me. Wonder if I just... Yeah, that's handy. Let's go ahead and work the room over here. What do I need? I have been injured in some way, shape, or form. Oh, it's a robot. So what is this thing? And there's nothing we can do with it. So I thought some of these were... Is that the thing out of the Varun embassy? There's nothing we can do to any of these, which is unfortunate. That looks like the thing from the embassy, doesn't it? Ooh, a gnaw stock. Oh, it's just fiber. Got my hopes up there. Found something new and interesting. Little sprouts. None of that's really useful. Anybody down here? There's bugs down there. Take the credits. Must have shot somebody near here. That might be healing. The rejuvenation might be working. I can hear them yelling at each other. What's this about? There's a slate. Awesome. Phenotypic plasticity. That sounds exciting. Glad he likes it. Yeah, I don't know what... Don't know. I wouldn't say that's exciting to me. I don't know what it means. Ricardo! Welcome. Did I get that right, didn't I? Ricardo. And Peter, welcome to you as well. Sorry if I missed anybody else that rolled by while I was wandering about, looting dead bodies. Guess I'm getting uniforms. That's about it, isn't it? Box. Yeah, I didn't go looking for that mod, although it's on my list now. The lockpick one. Dances! Yeah, I'm really alive this time. I don't know if anybody tried to tune in a day or so ago. That was fun. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention. Now I messed it up, so sorry. I was testing. I haven't done this yet. I was testing dual streaming to Twitch. I've never tried it before. It seems like it'd be cool. Maybe someday. Maybe Saturday I'll do it. Harvested organs. We need harvested organs, don't we? I've wanted to do the dual stream thing. A nice chest. Nothing in it. I feel robbed. I feel absolutely robbed. Okay, so we can go back upstairs at this point. These guys are still up there. Oh, there's two more of them over in the corner. Let's go upstairs and deal with these guys first. We'll kill the bugs in a minute. Oh, I don't know. How do you get up there? Oh, this is great. What do we have? Da-da-da-da. What are we gonna do? She
Extra
has.
ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Well, she has orange drinks. That's what I like there, Andreja. She has the orange drink. I have to steal all the food. Oh. Heavy particle fuse. Okay, so that's good. The disruptor's not that great. Not giving me any nice weapons. Yeah, this is all going to be low-level weapons, isn't it? Thanks for the axe, buddy. Yeah, just disruptors. Are they just standing there? That is a failure of AI, I'm pretty sure. Okay, if we open those doors, the bugs will come out, won't they? Good evening, Peter. I remember how to get upstairs. I'll find it. I will come let those guys out in a minute. I think we just need to clear the guys upstairs. The living quarters. That's it. Upstairs, right? There's my 50. Thank you very much. Come back for more, mister? Wow, that was a tricky shot. Good job, buddy. Beast Hunters Navigator Space. Yeah. Yeah, this is all low level then. That's all we get. Space Rogue outfit. Ammunition. I think there's some mystery here. Like you can uncover some details about whether Grendel. Skyrim 3024. That's funny, Ricardo. I've heard Space Skyrim once or twice. There we go. I'll take your credits. I'll take those credits. Did you leave me some coffee? Some really, really old... Oh, what am I going to learn here? Panache? That sounds good. Security log?
Why?
No Astra.
Ones have pretty high capacity. According to the math, we've got exactly the right amount to fully evacuate.
Well, I was hoping for an
Real
Astra.
life doesn't work that way. Say we get attacked, or the oxygen malfunctions. If a group of 4 people are fleeing for their lives, do you think they're gonna wait for another 2 before taking off?
You're right. I'll put in a request.
So there were a lot of security cuts. Nobody was listening.
Hey, Lieutenant, I don't mean to pry, but, is that what happened? On that other star station?
Yeah. We only had one ship, and a handful of us just boarded when the gunfire started.
And
People started to
everybody
panic, and
everybody
I
got
had
dead.
to make the call. Leave
Sounds
and risk
terrible.
abandoning people, or stay and risk getting us all killed.
It's a recreational computer.
Sorry.
Family matters.
Point is, we got a lot of families on this station. I don't want them to have to make the same choice.
Huygens 3. I'm going there. You think it's out there? I'll go. I will absolutely go out there for that gun. Like I said, I was gonna do POIs, and at one point in time, I really just kind of want the levels too. So, is there anything else that I can? Okay, we're gonna double check this room over here. Am I injured? I am injured. That guy shot me. Luckily, I have a lot of bandages. Bad day for a shower. Sounds like an inside job to me. Somebody let him in. That's what I'm going to say. The abandoned military barracks. Well, I already have a base very close by, so I can get there fast. I think that's a plan. I do feel like, you know, I should kill the bugs downstairs. In this place. And I'm going to do everything in my power to stop looting right about now. How do I get out of here? And it's not the way out. Because I think this place is kind of done. Actually, you know what? Should I kill the bugs or not kill the bugs? Does anybody care? Where is my Big Bang? Let's kill the bugs. Hey, bugs. Go get them. There's no bugs in that one. There are 2 bugs in that one. Those were low-level bugs. Aren't there some bigger ones downstairs? Oh, something got me. A young hookah fest, or something like that. That's probably not what it's called. Where are they? Hook Pest. Okay, Hookah Fest was probably just a slip. It's a good gun. We like it. Everybody dead?
I'm hit.
Don't get mad at me. I've been told that you will not get mad at me. You can take damage. That's it. So we got that guy's... We'll go return those to him sometime. Clearly that's not working. Cleaning robot wants me out of the way. 15 spots! Okay. I'm not saying I won't. Hold on, let me check my list. Let me make sure, let me find out. I'll go out there and I'll check a couple spots. If I don't find it right away, I'll go do something else for a while, and then I'll come back. I'll get it eventually. Clearly, this Big Bang is not good enough for what we have planned in the future. Huygens, is it Huygens? Huygens? Huygens, something like that. 3. 3, you say.
Textbook there. We're free.
So I can take the Sonder off my list. Make a big check mark. I actually keep a list. So where are we going? We're going to head to the far east, as it were. I've not been there yet. I can get there. Just barely. My shields are up. I don't need that many points in grav. How about some more points in particle weapons?
Switching over to standard engines.
So where did they brought me right here. So I am looking for an abandoned military base. Is that correct? Science outpost. I'm not going for that. Is there any preference for the type of biome it's in? What is that? Tropical forest. I don't like that. I like mountain better. I'll make little check marks here. That's one. I'm not going to do 15 in a row. It's close to frozen crevasse feature, but as far as we know, the whole planet could be covered with frozen crevasses. That's a nice looking place. Yeah, the problem I have is like everything out here will kill me, I bet.
Starship defenses.
So up near the... Oh, there you go. It's close, but not in it. The Savannah. We'll do one of these games. We're like really close. We're going to go right to the edge. The Savannah right next to the frozen crevasse. It's kind of odd. Don't you think?
Landing site is good to go.
Come on.
Oh, it's cool
please.
looking.
I need somebody to talk to while I'm on the ship by myself.
Give him an inch. We'll see, Gum.
So that is not an abandoned military base, I don't think. Oh, that's terrible. You mean I have to get out of the ship every time? Oh, there's something right up there on the hill. Maybe that's
Need to
it.
harvest any organic materials. Now would be the time.
Now would be the time. Look at all that stuff over there. What is that? That's an abandoned bionics lab. A secluded encampment. That sounds cozy. I'm staying away from that. Unexplored geological nonsense. I don't see anything else in the area. Is this all frozen? This is all frozen. It's all frozen, and it is water and not... What a strange area. I'll do a couple more. Then I'm going to go to the Sonder. Because there's pirates we can kill. An abandoned mine. I think there's a lot of pirates on the Sonder. That's all. It's not very industrial. What am I getting here? It's not telling me. I'm assuming it's cold and radiation or something like that. Swamp. Is it anywhere near the swamp? I'm surprised there's swamp on this planet. I'm gonna have to go back inside the ship. Oh, the good news is we're at level 50. Oh, and before I forget, just to say thanks to everybody that's on the stream tonight. I assume many of you are subscribers. If you're not, please subscribe, like, share, etc. But hit 2,000 subscribers this week, just the other day, which is kind of a fascinating milestone. Feels pretty cool. So thanks to all of you. You are a part of that. Actually, a special part of it because you tune in for live streams. This isn't very industrialized. Pipeline substation. Thank you, dances. Or owls. Frozen crevasse. There's so much out here. The whole place. I'm just going to go in the middle. Keep looking for the edges. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Ben. Well, at least the weather got nice. Abandoned hangar. I like abandoned hangars, actually. Wind farm? Let's go for a little drive. Oh, what's that over there?
If you find anything significant,
Radio tower.
say the word.
So no other military installation. So what I take it what you're saying is that there's a good chance that you find a cluster of military installations. Is the bottom of the planet frozen too? Should I try down there? I'm gonna try down there. Swamp. What are those little dots? I want to be near those little dots. They just look interesting, don't they? Like, why would there be little dots on the map at all? There's a good idea. I wonder how high the buggy will go. So I think is that my 5th location? Oh, we're right on the edge. That's pretty cool. That actually just looks neat. Abandoned biochem. Why this isn't, the gravity here is not actually, or my boost pack's not as good. This is just like a balanced pack. But that looks like there's something over there, doesn't it? We're gonna go for a little drive. Sure glad I got that gymnastics, because I was about to take some damage, I could tell. All I have are balance packs on me. So this isn't like a moon with like 0.01 gravity. It just looks like there's stuff over in this area. Geological features. Cave. Maybe those are the dots I saw from space. Oh, puffball filters. That was a little bit overkill, wasn't it? He's a tricky one. It's gonna get away. This thing is not doing well on this planet. Sunken Grove. Okay, I'm gonna go clear out this Sonder. Maybe one more try out here. Because you know, when you do it one more time, it almost always works. Isn't that how it works? Savannah. I had good luck with savannas. How about to the edge of the savannah? Swamp.
Ready for touchdown.
There's something out there. Let's look. There's nothing in this. There's something tiny. That's something tiny over here. That is certainly not it or anything interesting. But we'll hop out and see if anything shows up on the radar. Or on the scanner. I don't know that it's radar. Deserted UC listening post. It's encouraging. Small. Now I'm going to start taking damage here. I am in the southern hemisphere, I think, so. Oh, I know what I should do. Constellation. Mark 1. Mark 1. We should be carrying 85 thermal now. We're just going to go straight out in the middle of the frozen crevasse. I'm going to go to the South Pole. We're close to it.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
Looks interesting, doesn't it? Solar farm. Oh, it's just a solar farm. It had really interesting. Well, that's it. I'm a little cold. Oh, this thing drives very poorly. Yeah, Vincent, the reason I heard was, and it's probably kind of snarky, is so that they have the whole week to release hot fixes. It's probably not true, but if we're going to make up stories. Well, you know what, Mowgli? I might put this one on my list of things to look for.
I rarely have the patience for that thing.
Off stream. I'm going to hit that. Yeah, the timing is kind of odd. Monday in the morning. I'm going to take the day off and stream. Because that seems like the appropriate thing to do. Well, it reminds me when I was looking for that deserted Freestar Collective base out there in that same area. It's like on Boar, I always find it. It's right on the edge of like the mountains and, I don't know, deciduous forest or something like that. But you end up jumping 20 times. I'm going to see what people have to say, Owls. I've not seen anything on an official Bethesda site, but I'm expecting in the morning. I saw some generic publication, I don't even remember the name of it, that claimed it was going to be 8 a.m. Mountain. But I couldn't tell you where it was, so don't take that.
Docking cycle complete.
Don't take that for anything other than speculation at this point. I do not know. Let's get rid of all these. Let's keep the cutter, because you never know when you need it. Don't need that knife. I carry the Tontos just because, you know. Maroon spacesuits. Which one of these was I wearing before? I don't remember. Badoon. Ground crew. Oh, thanks, Ben. It's one of the 24 hours in any given day, or that particular day. Probably so. Oh, I could put on my bubble helmet, my my new $5 outfit. I'll skip that for now. Let's go see who's inside. I think there are robots in this place too, right?
At first glance, it seems we are the only ones to come through here in some time.
Somehow, I'm not sure that's the case. Too many outfits. Oh, this is good. Oh, my light doesn't work in here very well either. Is there anything in the wreckage? Chunks. It's worth 2K. So I came in that way.
You see the temperature readings, yes? They must make an effort to stay warm.
No, I did not see them. But I take your word for it, and you're wearing a dress, so how bad could it be? Oh yeah, I know where this is. There's a lot of guys hanging around in here. Spacers. Whoa. There's a turret in there too, isn't there? That guy can't possibly get a shot on us, can he? I have to unlock the door in order to let them kill me? Nice. Oh, this is just going to be... There are already too many locks in this place. If they're going to be worth anything.
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but if there's something worth taking...
I'm glad you see it my way. Is there anything back here? Cartridge, cheap gun. What's that guy doing? What's in here? A box. Pointless nonsense. Ingredients. It's not very exciting. Are there any magazines or mercenary spacesuit? Deep core power pack. Bounty hunter. No, I don't want any of that stuff. Not good. Yeah, this place is... Yeah, it's just dark. No potatoes. Wait a minute, that's useful. Any other way in here? Nope. This place is just wrecked, brothers. She might have done herself in. I don't see any other way out of here other than the way that I came in.
Should we head this way?
Well, if you want to go that way, which way do you want to go, Andreja? Oh, that definitely looks like the way we want to go. Okay, we were just there. I don't care about any of that stuff. This is the way I came in, isn't it? I thought there was a fella over here. I know you're down there, buddy. I don't know how big this place is either. Kind of hard to tell. It looks like this is the way to go, though. Really? Maybe, maybe. Yes. It's an odd place to stand, Andreja. Oh, this will be good. Come on over, buddy. Talk to my robot. Been like...
We should move on, if there's nothing worth taking.
Well, I was picking up food. Pop up. Come on, you want to take a shot at me? Oh, you're going to crawl away?
Die today.
Oh, I know what I want to do. How about this? Peekaboo. Okay, what do I have going on here? Am I ill again? Yes. I'm using a lot of bandages in here. This is kind of crazy. Got anything good? Advanced Orion? No. Don't want that. Don't want that. I don't care about that either. Hippolyta. I think I have to be getting near the end of this thing, don't I? Or was this the way? This isn't the way I came in, is it? Nice. This is the way I came in. So I need to go up and not down? It's going to drive me crazy. Yeah, she just comes up the other way. Oh, that wasn't good. Yeah, you know, this is not actually... This is the way I came in. Not finding a path down to the bottom. It has to be through here. I didn't open this. I don't think technically I should have to open all these, should I? Oh, it's just contraband. We'll take the contraband at least. There's a lot of it. What do they say in Idiocracy? I like money. How is it possible that there's no epinephrine on board? He had an allergic reaction. Is that that might be the second time I have read that robots or something sabotage someone's diet. Frail little goofy humans. So we went through here.
Odds are this connects to something.
I agree. The odds are this connects to something, but I don't know what. Oh, clearly I didn't go up the stairs.
What was that?
Thank you. What a great hint that was, Miss Andreja. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. Andreja, I don't want to have to shoot you in the boots. At least I'll get a level 70 out of this. Nice.
You will never grow tired of seeing that.
Great, that's what I wanted right there. What you got? Ground crew gear. Well, maybe we've got a nice chest in here. There's a master loot chest or something. There we go. What is that? Yeah, you know, that's not terrible. I'll take it. It's money. There's a key.
I trust you will help yourself to anything useful.
Oh, check that out. Modified calibrated magstorm. That's got good value. I'll take it. I don't think I have a magstorm. I was going to buy the poison storm from Core Kinetics, which seemed like it would be a fun gun, to say the least. So that's why we came up, isn't it? I think there's a door at the top, but I think this is it. I think we have cleared this little popsicle stand. Was there a way out up here? It was just my imagination. There's not a way out up here. Oh, maybe that's it. And we've got the commander's key. Oh, where does this take me? Oh yeah, got it. I think that's it. So we take the Sonder off the list. Let's see where we are on the experience bar. Moving along. Probably I am not getting my 15% bonus at this point in time. Oh, I forgot about Vulture's Roost. That is a great location. It is a fantastic location. Yeah, it takes a lot of lockpicks, but still, I think I have, I might have a few. Let's check. I have 207. That's probably enough. Actually, let's get rid of the contraband real quickly. I think I'm pretty close to...
Operation.
I am pretty close to Wolf. Where is Wolf? We can take that one out.
Thrusters free.
Oh, I forgot, but Vulture's Roost, you're right, it's a fantastic location.
Another jump down.
Well, I also thought about going to Beta Marais to the Neurodyne Botany Lab. I haven't been there in ages.
You're not pestering the captain.
But I think you're just like shooting little critters. There are no, I don't think there are any spacers or... Unless that's the one with the ecliptic,
Poor choice of words.
which could be fun.
You being nice to the crew, too.
Of course.
So this book collection fund I heard about.
Don't you always say, don't listen to rumors?
Docking procedure is complete.
This station is but a shadow of its former purpose. I do not like it here.
You don't like lots of things, do you?
We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. We don't want any
Good to see you.
How you doing,
By
buddy?
all means.
Mr. Marcel, would you please take off my hand these black market antiquities and this stolen artwork? Do I have? And some harvested organs too. I think that's it. Let's try the little trick here and we'll put stolen on the list and see if there's anything stolen in my inventory. I have no stolen items. We'll see if he's got anything interesting. No. Nope, that's not it. That's my inventory, not his. Does he have anything fun? He has a modified Varun Inflictor, so still nothing refined or better that I'm buying from vendors. But they are carrying Varun Inflictors at this point in time. And I think my alarm just went off here, so I'm at the 1.5 hour mark. I'm going to stop and take a quick little break, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Buddy, it's coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
Certainly. Please take your time.
Hello.
I wish I knew who I ticked off to get this assignment.
Meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport tonight.
Why, hello there. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Bounty hunter, space roamer, ground crew, bounty hunter. Let's go back and do a couple of checks on Huygens 3 and then go to the Vulture's Roost. I don't think I have time to do something like the Crucible or something long like that. I think that'll take that would be just a little too much time. Okay, which one's 3? It's the one in the top middle. So where was I before? Oh, down here on the bottom. Is there any place interesting down here? Okay, I have to fly back first. Let's jump. Sure glad I added those 2 tanks on the bottom of this claymore. An extreme environment. Foes and crevasses, swamp. Come on. So close. Oh, that's the Eagle. I haven't had that ship in a while.
We're locked in and landing.
I had to go with the cheap tanks on the bottom too because I don't have the ship engineering skill. Whiteout conditions. We've got something going on. Let's go ahead and load up for thermal. I guess that's the only other disadvantage out here is if I do find something, I'm going to have to deal with the extreme temperature while I'm here. Civilian outpost. Deserted colony war barracks. That actually sounds interesting. The deserted colony war barracks? Doesn't that sound different? Let's go find out what it is. I'm going to freeze to death over there, I can tell already. It's pretty big. I'm dying of afflictions on this planet. I found a deserted colony war barracks. Which may or may not be what I'm looking for, but... my bigger problem is that the environmental conditions on this planet are kind of ridiculous right now. What am I facing? Yeah, look at this. This is kind of terrible. Cellulitis, burns. Corrosive particulates. Interesting. A toxic environment and corrosion. Yeah, I don't have anything that's protecting me against that. I don't think I'm going to get... I don't think I'll be able to get 2 of them covered either. Well, maybe I should try that that new $5 spacesuit I bought.
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like,
It's fantastic, isn't it? The door's in the wrong place. Oh, Mowgli, I'm on Huygens 3 again. So this thing is radiation and thermal. It is a little bit of corrosive. It's a little bit of lots of things, isn't it? $35. Yeah, it's not great. I'm not even wearing the right suit, am I? I know I keep cutting Andresia off. She wants to say something.
Earn more next time.
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
Let's see if this outfit does any better.
I will never grow weary of seeing places like this.
It's like frost on the windshield. Extremely toxic environment. Well, I was hoping to get a little bit of a jump off of that, but I guess that's not going to happen. This isn't what we were looking for, is it, Mowgli? How did you get over there? Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. It was in a very open area. I don't know if I want to clear this whole place out anyway.
Military operations are usually well supplied. You may find something of use here.
I think these guys are going to be slightly higher level than I want to be. And this isn't what we were looking for, so I'm just going to split. It's a pretty hostile environment. think I'm the best at driving this thing. Yeah, I just don't like the complication of the environmental damage at the same time I'm fighting those guys. So unless it's the exact spot, I'm not sure I want to dig in and fight my way through it tonight. But let's hop around a couple more times. Not swamp. What's that, ocean? Let's see if I can find something out in the middle of this water area, just right at the edge. We'll stay away from anything that looks like it's got other elements. Yeah, I think the loot should be pretty good out here. I'm not worried about that. But I did notice that with a sniper rifle, I didn't take that guy out on the first shot, so I wasn't... See, there's kind of mountainy over there. That's swamp in that direction. Let's go see if it's not as bad. Doesn't look like there's a storm. Sunken Grove. This all looks biological. What's that one? More caves. How about... How about the Vulture's Roost? What's that about, buddy? Think we can take him? 3,000 meters is what I need. Bye. I don't know why he didn't fight back. Jaffa 4. There we go. Good to see those Vanguard obliterators do their job, though. I didn't really think there's going to be a lot of shattered space combat. I can't imagine there won't be some. Who are these guys? UC Dagger. Not worried about you guys. Oh yeah, they're almost always in orbit, aren't they? Let's do the Vulture's Roost.
Good to go for landing.
At least it won't be snowing radioactive particles.
We cannot breathe here, which means one more way to potentially die. Let us have some fun then.
Is that guy down here? I see. Can I shoot him in the foot? No.
Seems Ecliptic has been hiring recently.
All right, guys. First round down. Now, if I remember correctly, we need to loot these guys before we go any further, because their bodies will disappear along the way, or there are checkpoints along this site, and when you pass them, the loot behind you or some of the bodies behind you just disappears. Sensor chip bounty hunter space helmet. Nice. Don't worry about the coffee. I didn't have to shoot the explosive container back here, which is pretty cool. Don't care about that pistol. Yeah, this is going to be a little crazy, isn't it? Shotgun credits. Nice.
Before we are discovered.
That's terrible. I guess I'll burn 2 of those. I hate to burn 2 of those because it doesn't feel like that's right. And the prize is... meh. Little gun. Okay, let's go find the next guys. Could have sworn there's a guy right around the corner. Yep. There was a guy right around the corner. I don't know where he went. There's a little trick here that I like to pull. Wake everybody up. Well, I don't think he can hit me, but disappointingly, I'm not sure I'm hitting him either. Do I need to go over him? A little disappointed there. Yeah, I don't think I have the range on him. Alright, that's fine. We'll take you.
Always worth checking.
Credits and $8.99. Loot back in the corner. Yeah, this is a great place to level up lockpicking, isn't it? Whoops, that was not what I wanted. We're going to skip that. My first superior armor. I'm not sure I want it, but... We're a little dehydrated. Have some root beer. And we'll have a little chunks pie. Come on, guys, jump down. There's two more guys back there. Where is that guy? Is he like climbing on top of the roof? He is on the roof. It was a clever move. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. He's going to come back in this way. This door is closed for some reason. Alright, we'll take them. Don't care for the shotgun. Take all your money. Don't care for that. We want the cell key. We'll go right back downstairs. What else is up here? Nothing spectacular. Hey, Anna. How are you? Yeah, we were hunting for Big Bang. I have a refined one, and Mowgli has me on this wild goose chase looking for a miraculous advanced one. But it was a little cold where we went. I believe him, but haven't found it yet. What am I getting in here? Just Aurora? Is that it? None of that stuff looks spectacular. Otherwise, we're just trying to loot and get a little experience, although I may not be getting all the XP that I need. Let's see if this will work.
Last night, well, all that physical training seems to have paid off.
That sounds like a good use of time there, you know? It is good to spend time with our parents. That's gross. I just ate hamburger. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's about enough of this place for now, isn't it? Crix's journal. Not worried about those items. I don't think there's anything else over here that's worth having, is there? Whoops, hold on. Let's see if we can take a sneaky shot at one of these guys first. I missed him. Good shot. Guy's down. Andreja, that was your fault. I blame you entirely for that. Come on out. Man, that was a nice slide. Is there another guy over there in the corner? There is. He's back in the corner, isn't he? We gotta get these guys. That looks like fun. Well, we covered in great deal earlier all the things I think I need to be ready, but can't say that's going to happen. Yeah, I almost got killed there. That wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Did you take him out for me there? Andreja, great job. Wait a minute. Is there another guy back here? Somebody back here shooting at me? Bandages. There's nobody in here. Digiprix.
Best not to leave anything useful.
Kodama. I don't need that. I want the pack. Always with the celery. Evidently Aurora and celery go really well together. It must be the case. It's always here. What do we have here? Somebody was dancing and they left all their drugs and money. I like drugs and money. Figuratively speaking. Okay, what's down here? Calibrated mag sniper? Oh, sorry. I was gonna shoot Andreja. She just walked in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a story of our entire relationship, I think. I think I will be... The only thing I was thinking about trying, and I did try it, was to get that 1 star power, which I think is glitched, and so... I'll try to play the rest of it pretty straight. Even with the environmental damage, which is kind of a pain, but... But I would like to be able to say that I got through Shattered Space and left all that stuff on the whole time, for whatever that's worth. I will try. Well, that is not helpful. Gravity well. So apparently, Anna, the Escape DLC, at least this is what I read online, has a spell with the same like 6-digit hexadecimal code in the game. And so if you do the Escape DLC before you get Gravity Well, you can't get it. And I did try with the console command to see if I could grant it to myself, and it won't do it, so. It just says, not giving it to you, not giving it to you, not giving it to you. Keep trying, keep trying. So, you know, that is what it is. A nice barrow knife. And we've got the room keys, which is what I always like for this place, because it's 1 or 6 fewer things I have to lockpick. Okay, let's clear this stuff out. Is this what it is? Yes. Send lawyers, drugs, and money, says Mowgli. Oh, that looks... What is that? That looks good. Assassins. I like that. I like that so much, we're going to equip it and shoot somebody with it pretty soon. Just to see how it does. Okay, so we've got that one. What's in this room? Room key number 2. Ecliptic note. Yes, they really like this place. We're gonna be so rich after this. Actually, money doesn't seem like it's been a real problem lately. Not getting it. That's good to know, Ron. Thanks. Well, the parallel self, that's the other one too, right? And so Barrett was dead. I will say that I gave myself parallel self, because I was trying to find out whether the command still worked, but I've never really used parallel self. That was a serious box. Yeah, well, that's a lot of money. There's a lot of contraband. I know. She's complaining that I don't pick locks fast enough. There's nothing in here, is there? Bathroom wine. What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet? Oh, Aurora. The Synapse Alpha. Alpha, that's good. Okay, that's everything on this floor. Eat that just for the sake of door number 5. Oh, this is a good room. Refined spacesuit. I'm not going to take the spacesuits. Take the Aurora, because we definitely like to collect drugs. Wow, you weren't kidding. There's just, you know, a couple of locks in here, aren't there? Crazy. I do not see anything like it. We're going to auto slot something. Yep. Just because I don't feel like doing all the work on every one of these. It's the Vulture's Roost. I think, what did I do first? If I think about it, I did RE939 because it was Varun, just to go see what they had sitting around in the base. And it wasn't great. It was interesting. We picked up the slate for the scientists that was back at New Atlantis. I am not going to pick that lock just because I don't want to do that one. I don't think there's going to be anything huge in there anyway. So here's a good question. Can I, from here...
Members of Ecliptic do entertain themselves with something other than chilling for money. How nice.
That's not what I wanted to do. Can I reach the ship? I think I can. No, I can't. How far away am I? It's not a distance issue. Oh, it's the setting that I have. Yeah, I'm going to go back there. I'm just going to dump a bunch of stuff out of inventory. It may not even be necessary, but I'm so used to playing characters that don't have the gameplay options set that, yeah, let's not shoot Sam in the head. As tempting as it could be. That I forget that I have to come back here sometimes to put all this junk in the ship. Not going to put that away. We're keeping that one out because it's fun. I think it's going to be fun. That's cool. An ablative suit, yeah. Those are fine. That's the one I just got. Those aren't great perks either, are they? You still, let me see if I got that right. You still vote for Kill Sam next universe. Okay, duly noted. Because then Barrett could run around and make smart aleck comments. I'm not going to try to drive the... I'm not going to try to drive the buggy over here, as entertaining as that might be for me. Can I hop up there? Perfect. Let's not waste any time. If you need ping pong paddles, they're here. I am not going to empty the rest of these, but I'll do one more. Barrett has sandwiches. He does have sandwiches. Barrett, you and your sandwiches. That's the only reason I took that one. Because I thought the one inside I wouldn't have to unlock. Okay, so I don't want any of the rest of this stuff. Plants, coffee. There's so many nice things in here, like statues, document trays, scroll holders, compasses. Those are just so great for your apartment. Anyway. Oh, here's my guy. So as soon as I come out here... Oh, he saw me. Oh, she went outside and triggered the ship, didn't she? I knew one of them would. Oh well, fine. That was a bad choice. Why are you just hanging around out there? So that guy's backing off. He's got an advanced Orion. He's shooting at me. Guy didn't come up from behind me, did he? Come on, that was just fun. He deserved that, shooting at me from all that distance.
Not the best you can do.
Where are you shooting at me? Oh, he's over
You're
there.
not walking out of here.
Oh, that's he's a 64. Cool. How you doing, buddy? Just a couple more, buddy. Come around the corner.
Die.
Is that it for him?
Do they have anything of value?
Oh, he's got a suit. What's in here? It looks good. Nah. Calibrated. Oh, at least I got an Astra out of this. Lead line navigator. I'm not going to complain about that. I don't think there's anything else over here I need, is there? Three guys down below. There's got to be at least another one over here. No, is that it? Oh, there he is. He didn't make it. Oh no. What a shame. I have contracted some terrible illness, for which a bandage will solve the problem. Yeah, at least these guys didn't disappear. I've had them despawn on me multiple times. We'll just eat and drink as we go. Mowgli says that ship was junk last night. 9K ship. Oh, the one that just landed? Yeah, I don't have high expectations for this ship. But I actually don't have a lot of ships in this. I don't think I have a lot of ships in this game. Although now I probably do. So I've got the Claymore, the Frontier, the Crimson Fleet Captain, which I'm pretty sure I tried to rename but didn't work, if anybody remembers. The Katana, the giant behemoth of a ship. The Old Varun Eulogy. The Junker Watchdog. I just can't get rid of it. The Project Mammon Shuttle, which has excellent jump range. I took that one out to Archimedes 4. That's how I got out there. And there's an extra Ecliptic Claymore, which I need to register and sell. And a Freestar Autobahn, too. Which I haven't done anything with, but I have to admit I killed some innocents to take it. Are you telling me I have a grenade stuck in my hands? Okay, there's a guy over here. Somebody blew up this tank. What a terrible person that was. That guy's gone. What's in the storage crate? Let's see if this works. Hey, Johnny, that is wild. Oh, that was a lot of trouble for an engineering outfit. Thank you very much. Yeah, so what's my favorite way of tackling this little group is with the reckless bombardment. I don't think there's anybody else down here still, and they're just sitting on the inside waiting for me to come around the corner. They're like, hey, why don't you come around here? And so we just do this. I mean, it's kind of expensive for the ammo, but it's entertaining. And I got a level out of it. Nice dagger. Cyber streetwear. Oh, that's just going to be one of those basic uniforms, isn't it? So this ship is ours now, isn't it? The dagger. I have one more slot. Yeah, Ron, I haven't taken the time to... I haven't taken the time to clear it. Where'd you come from?
It's not the best you can do.
Yeah, that's kind of it, Andreja. Just shoot things, people. He's got a large gun, too. What's he got? No, I haven't done that yet, Anna.
You're gonna take more than that!
Sorry, Andreja. Credits were good. Where's the other? Is that the... that can't be it. That was the cargo hold. Where's the captain's? I don't know where it's at. No, at this point in time, I think I'm sitting on 3 skill points. So we're in the bonus rounds. So depending on what I end up with, I'll spin those. Here it is. Will this ship even make it back to my base? It took me a second. I found it. It's out in the entryway. What's it worth? Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, this is kind of messed up. 24 light year jump. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's not worth anything, is it? It's just like a collectible item. I'm not taking it. Is broken. It did get dark while I was out here, so... Are you better now? No, she still looks pretty angry. Or injured. It's not anger. It's pain. Oh, he's got a nice little desktop sand garden. Oh, and a little garden tool. I'll take those. I'll put those out at my base in the cruise quarters.
Abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
Didn't we kill a guy over here? We did, and his body despawned, didn't it? No, there's a gun. I'll take the mag pulse, but... Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. This place, in so many cases, has items that just despawn on me all the time. Yeah, I'm just not going to mess with it. Seems like a lot of work, honestly. I don't think there's anything else. There wasn't much over there. I guess I could take 100 plants. I don't want plants at all. No plants, please. Is that locked? Let's unlock that. It's only a novice. Johnny says there's a mod Regenerating ships dirt cheap. Oh, registering ships dirt cheap. Yeah. I've never used ships for money except kind of by default, like, because I had to get rid of them. I don't object to it. For whatever reason, most of the time I just don't, it just feels like the money comes along anyway.
The Crimson Fleet just keeps...
This is always interesting. That's Vasco. Isn't that? That's like part of Vasco. Vas 119? Like, what's that doing here? And they won't let you pick this thing up, which is kind of annoying. So, I think I've actually looted all this, haven't I? Oh, I didn't, well, unlock this one. Since we're here, looks like the only option. No. That's interesting. I think he's on the ship. No, is he on the ship? I mean, I might be able to find out. Go look at him. Where are you? Oh, he's at the lodge. I can't get him onto the ship. Who's on my ship? Andreja, Sam, and Sarah. Did they fix this? Because I should get Sarah for... She shouldn't take up a slot. I wonder if the beta fixed that. Anna says Vasco is Vas 119, which is the same part that we have right around the corner here. So, out here at the Vulture's Roost, there's an extra piece of Vasco. What did I come in here for? Oh yeah, stolen artwork. I don't need any of this stuff. So, like, if you want to furnish an apartment, this is the best place for it. Took all that stuff already. Same thing with this, if you want glassware, all that stuff, tons of it. I don't need to read the stories. No potatoes. Get a lime. Nothing in here worth having. Yeah, nothing safer than bathroom sushi. I mean, it was over in the locker at least. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, I'd love to make a bar like this. This would be great for your base. I saw there's, who is it? Miss O Plays? It's Mommy Vasco. Miss O Plays does real nice decoration videos, and she did a really cool kind of pirate's lair at one point in time. Well, there's nothing here I'm forgetting either. So there we go. We've done the Vulture's Roost. This place looks great at night. Abandoned cryo lab? No, thank you. I will go into an abandoned cryo lab when I need to, or if I must, but they're a little long and involved for my taste most of the time. So if there's a reason to go, they're worth it, but I have so many flippin' weapons. like I said, but this is one of the things that right before they drop. That's nice. Not that I don't have a shortage of med packs, but before they drop Shattered Space or make it available, that's kind of the last thing, is to go clear out all the inventory. Raise all the money you can. Just keep it on hand. Don't need any of this ecliptic stuff. Extra mercenary stuff. I have so many ridiculous outfits. Mines I don't use. So where's my closest fence for illegal goods? Porima? Porima sounds about right, doesn't it? Oh, it's literally just around the corner. Well, there's kind of a strange jump to get there, but we'll take it. Let's get rid of this stuff. Bought by Sebastian Banks. So, Annie, you think Sebastian Banks bought Vasco from the Ecliptic? Oh, I'm just going to sell contraband, Mowgli. The bartender here has, at least with my settings, 25,000 credits, and she'll buy just about anything you bring her. She's like a trade authority. I don't know what Andreja was talking about or complaining about.
Go ahead, start some trouble.
I will. Don't tempt me.
We certainly get a lot of interesting people in this place.
I think, Ron, the odds are very high that Sebastian Banks is Starborn. Didn't he just disappear?
Hey, just so you know. Sure.
You don't water down your drinks, is what I hear. Look at all that. I don't even know if she's going to have enough money for this, is she? Nope. Not even close. Just buy one of them.
Come and see me if you need anything else.
Hey, Genghis. Yes, I think he's named after Vasco da Gama. Is it Vasco or Vasco? I think if you listen to Todd Howard say it, it's Vasco. I feel very sophisticated when I say it that way. Vasco. I'm not making fun of Todd Howard. I hear he personally monitors everybody's games, even on their own computers, and then drops random bugs on you if you say bad things about him. I don't think that's what he does. We're going to go to my magical sleeping hideaway on Copernicus 4. I haven't renamed it. Normally I call it Catnapicus or something like that. United BT. I saw you earlier on a stream. I think. Could be wrong. Let's sleep for 1,200 hours, because that makes a lot of sense. I'm sure like 1 hour would be enough to give them their money back, wouldn't it?
I fear the Great Serpent himself may have needed to have artified at some point.
She's making great serpent jokes. Can't go to Crix. We're not friends. We have deliberately stayed enemies for Shattered Space. Unless, over the weekend, I try to get through the whole Crimson Fleet questline and side with SysDef, so they're enemies again. Which is still a low probability, but maybe on my list for the weekend. Is that Ecliptic guy checking his watch?
Please enjoy your time.
I don't know why you can't talk to her for like the
Just
first
so you
10
know,
seconds.
I don't water down the drinks like our last bartender.
Hey.
Can I get you something while you wait for the next run? Cool. What will you be having?
I will be having as much of your money as you can spare.
Enjoy
Fine.
yourself.
She still doesn't have enough money. But now the wolf was. No, I haven't. Did you do that, Ron? Did you tell us you did it? Before I put a bullet in your head, he says. I almost had it. I guess I'll wait. Okay, I'm not getting the boost I expected off of this. There we go. Now wait patiently for the boost to return. I'm really good at patiently. I'm gonna get it stuck, I'm pretty sure. There's only so many ways to get this thing stuck, and I'm gonna find that. The vehicle exit is obstructed. Well, Ron, this was your idea. So we'll see how this goes. It was all my poor execution, though. I love the idea. I really do. But the execution of it has been disappointing. Let's try it again. Maybe we will... Don't go to the... Man, that's just not working out. Okay. Wow, I'm just not getting the range I was hoping for. Slowly. Okay, now I don't know where I'm going to go over here. Can I park it down here? I just need to take it down to the bottom, right? As long as I can get all the way to the bottom. That was interesting. Don't get caught again. I'm gonna leave it on top of here, assuming I can get back up here in just a minute. I should leave it at the bottom, just to make sure I don't... Where do I want it? How about that? Vehicle exit is obstructed. Okay, so it's inside and just off to the left, or... That was horrible, but, you know, I appreciate the encouragement, so... And we're going to do this at night, too. That's the... You know, I would rather do it during the day, but whatever. It's got lights, so... Nighttime's perfect. Let me take that back. I totally want to do this at night.
Well, this should be fun.
Okay, I did put my microphone back on. That's good. Will they let me back in this way? No, they won't let me back in this way. I gotta go around the top. Okay, this is absolutely... It's gonna work. It's totally gonna work. There's an ecliptic security guard. That's interesting. Am I malnourished or something? As long as I don't go back in the ship, the buggy should stay where it's at, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and check stats and make sure. Yeah, so I'm dehydrated and malnourished. That's why I couldn't run. Mochi, mini bite.
Happy to serve you. As long as I'll keep pouring them as long.
I'll take the water.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Let's go, May.
Welcome back.
Just have to remember, always tell her you're sober and good to go.
Step aside,
Even if you just went to the bar. Let's go.
Best of luck to you.
Okay, we'll wait patiently here, right next to the speakers, evidently. Very loud. She's taking her time. Thermal 85. Hopefully that's enough. Come on over, May. Give us a send-off.
Tidy establishment. Let's keep it that way.
Andresia's in her way. She can't announce me because Andresia's in the way. Come here, Andresia. Okay, that was funny. Never saw that.
Our perilous red mine attracts the most fearless thrill seekers in the galaxy, competing for your enjoyment. Will we see the champion succeed once again, or finally perish?
I would have bought her a parka or something.
Wager wisely. You have until our contestant reaches the starting line to finalize.
Well, you can see the ecliptic guard out there.
And let the running of the red mile commence.
I saw your last.
Okay. Let's hope my buggy is still there. I don't think that buggy's good enough to shoot anything out there, but it'll be fun to see if I can fly, and it should be a pretty straightforward trip over there. I'm just gonna jump. Is it there? There it is. Maybe I could have fast traveled. But the weather's terrible. Can't see, it's kind of dark. Let's go. Something may be nearby. I can't even see where I'm going, though. It's slippery. Mission status, run the red mile. I think I failed. Did I go off the map? I did. I went past. How did I go? I went past it really fast. Interesting. Boy, this thing just doesn't handle very well either. I will say it doesn't seem like those things are capable of damaging it. So what happens if I get near it? They don't seem to know we're here, which is convenient. But I might need to stick to the main path. This thing's terrible. Get back up here. Well, they do get aggressive, though, don't they? Yeah, I think I failed it. So I don't think I can go back, can I? No, I have to go back in and restart it because I went too far. Frankly, because I can't see in the snow. That's my excuse. So I'm assuming they'll let me back up this time. And I can restart it in a couple more minutes. And if it's daytime, and if I'm lucky and the snow stops, I just need to take a straightforward path over there. Yeah, I think it has a oh, come on. You're gonna do that to me? I gotta do this again. If you leave the area around it, they disqualify you. For whatever reason. This is far more trouble than I thought it was gonna be. I think being able to see is going to help. It's interesting that door's open now. Drive to the blue dot. Yeah. I can't sleep there. I don't want to go back in the ship.
Alden,
Where is she?
whether you're here to gamble, participate, it is good to. Very well. Then.
Let's go. We'll get it this time.
Use whatever. I wish you.
Thinking of running sometime?
Let's keep Andreja away from the stage. She still gets in the way.
Valued patrons and honored guests, your attention, please. I have an exciting announcement. Our perilous red mine attracts the most fearless thrill seekers in the galaxy, competing for your enjoyment. Will we see the champion succeed once again, or finally perish to the challenges ahead? Wager wisely.
Come on.
You have until
Off the stage, Andreja.
And let the running of the red mile commence.
Let's make sure I don't have anything. No health issues. I didn't think it was going to go that fast. I have no sense of scale, so I can find it this time, which is good. There, we got it now. Maybe. Going straight at it. I get stuck. Let's wait for the boost. Close. I mean, I'm just about ready to jump out up here. Oh, they caught me on fire. I didn't get any of the prizes though. I think I left Andreja behind too. She'll catch up. Frostbite, great. Well, I think there's probably a strategy where you don't have to actually drive the buggy up to the platform, but that's the way I wanted to do it. There you go, we made it this time. They let us back in the door. And I like how if you fail, they lock the door on you.
You want a drink?
Our champion returns. You have quite the knack for completing the run. I'm eager to find
That
out
was
how
terrible.
long
That was absolutely terrible.
I eagerly anticipate your next run.
But
for
I've
now,
done it once now with the
enjoy your
buggy.
prize
Dude, get out of the way. Did Andreja make it back? Oh, they gave me another gun. Interesting. I didn't realize you would get a gun the second time you ran it. That's pretty useful. Well, that place is loud and hectic, and it doesn't get any better when you go outside and try to drive your buggy. Let's go back to the base, which I've renamed Kineer Town, for lack of a better term. And let's see if Andresia's with us. We've lost Andresia. That's not good.
How are you, Dusty?
Well, I don't know. I'm missing my wife, so let's see if she's on the crew list at least. She's on the ship, supposedly. Yeah, that was a pretty terrible ride. It's on snow. It's slippery. That's not good.
There are worse ways to.
There she's back. She shows up for the. She shows up for sleep. Let's put it that way.
Just here for a chat.
Well, I think that's about it. I think we're at about the 3-hour mark. Thank you so much for joining me and for sticking around to the end to see that little debacle of a buggy ride through the Red Mile. It was interesting. We are another step closer to Shattered Space, well under 4 days at this point in time. I think it... What am I at with? 3 skill points to spend. We've got some room to spend those over here. I'll think about that when I'm off stream, and I think if I look at this, we're up to 51. It'll take a little while, especially at that kind of rate, to get any higher than that, but might put another point or two in before the weekend. I do think I'm going to stream at least once or twice over the weekend before Monday to get things ready. If there are any good ideas, feel free to join me in the Discord and drop some ideas in there on what we could do. I'm also still considering the possibility of doing the Crimson Fleet quest line if I can get to the end of it all the way through, maybe in one live stream, and return the Crimson Fleet to enemy status before I go to Shattered Space. So with that, thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you around.